Power Rangers was released in 1995. It is based off of the 90s hit series, and it finally got its own movie in 1995. And this is the first time where it's not showing like stock footage of old Japanese, because like in the show they cut back from a lot of the action sequences.
Yeah.
That were like Japanese stock footage, but that was mostly like the action sequences, but new American storylines. But Power Rangers is like, it's such an old, exciting experience for me because like it was something that me and my brothers always bonded over.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you felt the same way too with your with the nostalgia of Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've seen the original show.
Oh really?
I don't think so.
Oh,
not that I ever. Well, my memory's vague on it. As I was watching this movie, I was like, hey, I've seen this right here. So it started slowly coming to me. Dude, I've seen Power Rangers, and I forgot how much I loved it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that kind of like brought me and my brothers together. My oldest brother is like a peak 90s kid.
Really?
So like he basically like threw all of this at us. But I mean, I love the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Shit is so badass, dude. Like the first season is freaking classic, man. Especially when they introduced the Green Ranger and get into stuff like that. That shit is so sick.
Dang.
But getting into the movie, like it's pretty good for about the first 30 minutes. For me.
To me, it slowed down a lot. The action and stuff was pretty much the same all the way throughout, but I think halfway through the movie it kind of slowed down. I have a question for you. You've seen the original show, right?
Yeah, I have.
Did they ever show them parachuting in the original show?
No, but that's kind of one of the funny things about this movie. We open up the movie with an unnecessary but
badass parachuting scene, dude.
It's shot really well. Really good. Until we get to that CGI, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
I think the CGI is pretty good.
You think so?
I think so. For the time?
I think it's really bad. It's like a PS1 cutscene, dude.
For
like,
the time?
So bad.
No. I'm not seeing it as, for this movie in particular, I'm not seeing it as the CGI compared to today's. I'm talking about compared for the time that it came out. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
it looks good.
Coming from someone who's used to seeing dudes in costumes punching each other, it's unexcusably bad.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
But even for the 90s, I mean, I'll give it that. But I mean, it's the Power Rangers. I mean, cheesiness works in the Power Ranger universe. So
yeah, but you gotta admit that opening scene was fun dude. It was super fun to watch, dude. I had so much fun.
Yeah,
I was smiling, dude. I was smiling the whole time, man. I think every Power Ranger in their own right has their own like unique skill, or at least unique like personality to stand on their own.
But like going back to what I was saying, like the 30 minutes is really my shit. Like,
dude, the first 30 minutes is awesome.
Seeing teenagers do all this random ass shit that's just for the camera on the rollerblades, freaking parachuting, in their suits, kicking ass, fucking kicking dudes, and they're exploding. Like.
So what I had was. One of the best things about the movie is the rollerblading scene. I think there's two of them. And so they're like doing random flips, but there's also the catchphrases and these quips that they're throwing out.
That are so obviously 80 yard.
Kiss the makeup!
Let me get the door!
Alright, phone hand.
Yes.
So hilarious.
The unnecessary flips are what makes this movie great, in my opinion.
Instead of running, they just flip.
Yeah.
See ya!
Right behind you, Kimberly!
While they're fighting, they're doing like backflips and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
Even like, we're introduced to the villain.
Ivan Ooze, yeah.
And I think he played one of the villains in I have no idea. The actor played one of the villains in the Indiana Jones movies.
Really?
Yeah, he did. And like, it was so funny how he was introduced, because like when the Rangers first approach him, he disguises as a police officer, but reveals himself right away.
The security guard, he's like, "Did you mean someone who looked like this?" And then fucking transforms himself.
The effect looked pretty good, actually.
I'm telling you,
that looked pretty good.
The weirdest thing is the oozing itself. I think the oozing gets weird.
Yeah, but even going back to that, like that scene where he's introduced in the Rangers, and then he builds his ooze army. That whole sequence is my favorite sequence in the entire movie, dude.
The scene that had me laughing so hard, and I don't want to offend you on this, is it's not that they were morphing. Dude, the morphing's super cool.
Yeah.
You know, but right when they're done morphing, there's no enemy. There's nobody around.
I had that in my notes. While they're standing around morphing, announcing what their animal is.
Yeah.
Freaking Ooze Army's out freaking murdering civilians and shit.
Best Power Ranger.
Tommy. White Ranger. Green Ranger. That's always going to be my favorite.
Awesome.
Jason David Frank is the GOAT, bro. It brings him back to whenever he did that 360 kick on that T-Rex.
Yes, dude.
On Dino Thunder.
I remember seeing there's a bunch of clips I saw on my way from, when I was done watching this, I watched a bunch of clips at work from like the original show.
Yeah.
And some from like a ninja one or something like that.
Oh, Ninja Storm?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
But dude, Power Rangers, from the clips that I watched, was badass, dude.
Yeah, especially Tommy had a lot of the GOAT moments.
Yeah.
And it's sad to hear that Jason David Frank, the actor,
he died.
he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my brothers were like torn apart when that happened.
Really?
Because Tommy was the guy growing up. He was like up there with like our role models that were in television and film. Like that dude was a beast. But even like he did work on Superpower Beatdown and all that stuff on YouTube, where he fought Scorpion and Ryu from Street Fighter and stuff like that. It was so dope.
That's pretty cool. So moving on from the not infamous, that's a terrible word, but so what's their names? Bulk Skull? Is that their name?
Bulk Skull, yeah.
When they land into the where they're doing construction,
which is in the studio parking lot, yeah.
Yeah. The worker's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, we're the inspectors." Do they look like inspectors to you? Do they?
They look like two goofy.
They look like two goofy ass teens who just spawned out of nowhere on parachutes, dude. I was confused.
But starting with that action sequence, I like how Tommy just automatically just like tries to fight them all by himself.
Yes.
It's so badass, dude. And then he's like, "Welcome to my nightmare," and that terrible song is playing, and they're doing their quips.
Oh, what was it? Go boy, go.
Yes,
girl,
something
go,
like that. The song is so bad, but I love it.
Welcome to my nightmare. Action boy now. Action girl now.
In this scene, it looks
dude, that fight
so
scene
good.
in the construction yard was good. Leading up to the fight scene in the what I would call like parking garage, because it's basically what it was.
And the Yellow Ranger turns on her light. It's just a night light.
Dude, that's what I was thinking when I was watching it. How are these other guys, and she's standing off to the side and on the center, how are these other guys fucking looking?
She's like power beam on. It's like a night light, bro. It doesn't even get that bright. Like
the Red Ranger has his own fucking like Mandalorian optics and shit, dude.
it just cuts to him with a different helmet on. There's obviously a switcheroo piece on there, but you gotta love the wire work in this film.
Dude.
It's a masterclass in cinema.
I loved it. I have it right here. Look at that. Look, where's it at? Right there. The rollerblading scene is the best in history. The fight scenes are some of the best in like modern or not, like in film history, dude. The fighting in this movie is wire work. The costumes, the enemy, the fucking bird people. What were they, crows? Is that the fuck they were?
So Ivan Ooze creates an army of birds.
Bird people. Out of spit, he's just a loogie.
He makes an army of birds. He makes an army of birds.
That's pretty much.
I was like, okay.
And he uses language. If he's 6,000. He's been for 6,000 years. He's been like frozen, and he's using language like autograph and shit.
I noticed that too. He's using all these
like modern
pop
slang
culture
and
references
shit.
and stuff like that. And
but it didn't, dude. It didn't take me out of the movie. The movie was, I don't want to say perfect, but it was really good. Surprisingly good.
It's pretty well. Of course. So when I'm watching Power Rangers, I love seeing them kick ass in their suits with their cheesy lines and stuff like that. After that parking garage scenes, I feel like the movie just drifts away from all of that, and it kind of becomes it's like the scheme of Ivan Ooze and the Power Rangers off in that other planet trying to find their inner animal spirits.
So what I think when I personally think the movie went down was Zoran, is that his name? Zordon?
Yeah.
When he's dying and then they get sent to the other planet or whatever, that's the point where the movie lost me.
And then it becomes apparent that Tommy's always saving Kimberly, and like, I mean, she's a Power Ranger, dude. Why is she being saved by this guy all the time?
Even whenever they're walking and she's worrying about Zordon and shit, he's over there like trying to comfort her and everything. Like, dude, she's an American.
Anytime I see someone in distress or I see you hurt or anybody, I'm gonna approach y'all the way the Blue Ranger approaches the Yellow Ranger.
You okay?
And just do like 10 flips and then a spin with the over-the-top sound effect saying, "Are you okay, Aisha?"
Dude.
And yeah, whooshes all the time. Like,
dude, the sound design is so freaking awesome.
Over
dude.
the top,
it's
dude.
It's so good. It's fuck.
And then there's this kid actor who we never see again after this movie, and his dad, and they look nothing. They don't even look related.
Oh, when the dad turns into one of the ooze zombie people and shit.
Yeah. So when the Rangers are off seeking on this planet, walking and walking and walking.
Yeah, it was like watching the Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ivan Ooze creates a bunch of ooze, and every parent in the city touches it at the same time.
It's slime. It's fucking slime. You would buy it like Walmart.
Yeah, all the parents touch it at the same time, and they become Ivan Ooze's zombies. And then what do the kids do? They throw a party.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
because it's the 90s, you know. Like,
and what does he tell the kids when he's like, free? It's free, and he's telling the kids, if your parents don't let you play with it, throw it in their face. And all this shit. He's got the wizard hat on and shit.
Dude. The 90s are different, man.
Dude, this movie's so freaking awesome, dude. I love it. I freaking love this movie.
And there was one character in this movie that just had me like, what the hell? Which was that one character with the, it was the female one who comes out of nowhere and just freaking knows everything. You know Zordon, the one that was
the green chick. She
came ready.
Dude. I compared her to Obi-Wan at first because she makes like the crate dragon sound, whatever.
Oh yes,
and then she comes out to save them like they're Luke Skywalker. It's like a Star Wars parallel.
Yes, she came ready with the script. She just knew everything.
Did.
She got it, and then she threw pixie dust on the Rangers
so
that they could fight their
fire.
They fight.
Dude, those costumes look so cool, dude.
The ninja suits were cool, but I don't like how the Red Ranger went from the most badass dinosaur who ever lived to a
he was
fucking
like
ape.
an ape, yeah.
I was like, bruh.
But apes are powerful, dude. They're powerful.
But that's the stuff that kind of weighs down the movie to me. Like,
you know,
I don't care about the inner animal spirit shit. Like, what was that dude, a fucking frog? I don't fucking care.
A frog, dude.
I don't care.
Even she tells him,
right?
"Oh, you're a frog." He's like, "Oh, I'm a frog."
I'm
he
a
goes,
frog.
"Yeah, you're Prince. That's the best thing about you." Is that all he was?
Yeah. Dude, and speaking of the wire work too, again, the White Ranger's Liu Kang kick,
Dude, I had a,
even the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger when they team up, it looks sick. I like the way that looked.
Dude, the dynamics, like the character dynamics between everybody's like, it's top notch, dude.
And I hate it when people say like the film had bad acting.
No, it didn't.
Even
it's a product of its time.
Yeah,
that's all it is. From the CGI to the wire work to the choreography to the dialogue, it's all part of its time. Go back and watch like Nickelodeon movies or like a Disney movies from that time. They're all gonna sound the same because they're all for what? Children or kids. Until you get older, and at that point it's nostalgia for you. It's like a.
And even speaking of the show, like, looking at it now, you could tell like so much footage was like used from Japan.
Yeah, really?
Like you could tell like a lot of footage. Like even just the action scenes alone, all that stuff is mostly from Japan.
Really?
But like the American storylines are just introverted and cut into like pieces throughout the entire show. But it still looks dope. It still holds up. My nephew, my oldest brother, shows him the show and he loves it. So it's like it aged like wine. The show is
the movie too aged
even
really
the movie,
well. And the cool thing about it is it's free to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, it is.
It really the whole movie's on YouTube. That's how I watched it. I didn't have to buy or rent anything.
And then yeah, all illegal.
yeah.
But then We soon move on, and then there's this animatronic dinosaur sequence with all the bones. It looks
yes.
pretty good,
Dude.
until it cuts to some of the worst CGI I've ever seen. But I mean,
So it had really good pretty. I'm gonna
For
say
its
really
time,
good.
I
It had
guess.
good
Yeah.
CGI for its time, and also good animatronics, but also had really bad CGI.
they use a lot of miniatures too
They did.
in the show. But in this one, there's a miniature that's a train set
Yeah.
at the end. I don't know if you noticed it, where the White Ranger's ship is flying
I
above
didn't
him,
know- I don't think
and
I
like the
noticed
train.
it.
I was like, once you realize it's a miniature, you know right away. Like, yeah,
It's gonna be badass.
yeah.
Dude, it reminded me a lot of like old Godzilla, King Kong movies.
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of like
A lot of inspirations from that.
Yeah, a lot of Japanese like big monster movies. That's what it reminded me of. In a good way, to be honest. Like, dude, this movie, that final fight, dude,
Oh yeah, it's pretty
it
exciting.
was pretty good.
Wouldn't it be funny if the Rangers were just like standing around while they're standing around, posing, saying everything that they are? They just
People
get
are just-
shot or blown up,
Or it cuts to like the big monster stepping on somebody.
right?
A bunch of people dying while they're doing their morphin time and shit.
I'm the frog thing. fucking die.
So there's not a lot of talk about this movie. There really isn't.
Nah.
It's only like an hour long.
Yeah, it's fast.
It really
It's
is.
a fast
And it
movie.
went by fast too. In
Yeah.
a good way. Like, I was excited watching the whole thing. We pretty much just gave the whole movie out right now in like what, 20 minutes.
It's only been 20 minutes.
Yeah, honestly,
man.
dude. This movie isn't a huge blockbuster, but to be honest, I think it stands along with like large blockbuster movies. I think that's
I mean,
a good
at
thing.
the time it was, and it made a lot of money at the box office.
It
too.
really, yeah.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't make more after this. It was a hit in the 90s, man. It's like you had to see this movie back then. If not, you weren't cool. That's how it was.
Apparently, the production value for this movie was pretty big too.
Oh yeah, even
When it came
compared to
out.
the show. And speaking of that, the suits in this movie look amazing.
Dude, the suits look so cool, dude.
They look
There's a
amazing.
really cool shot where they're walking and has their boots.
Yeah,
Dude, like the pan, everything down, dude. It looks awesome.
it looks great. Even the helmets and everything.
Dude, the helmets are clean as hell. Everything's freaking awesome.
That shot of the Red Ranger to Black Ranger where they do that kick on that ooze guy.
Oh, and he's like sandwich his head.
Right? He gets warped. I was dying when that scene happened.
Dude, there's so many good.
Let's talk about the Blue Ranger Stegostinger. He's
dude.
I was like,
catching everybody, dude. Catching everybody. Just catching bodies, man, with that fucking weapon.
dude, not even that, but that thing's so freaking slow.
It really
when he was
is.
going up, it took like 10 seconds.
But you can tell how powerful it is, though. I'm sure in like the movies and show, like in their universe, these weapons are like freaking
Yeah.
the gauntlet from what is it, Marvel and stuff.
then the way they put them all together and like
Yes,
shit's so sick.
dude.
Even their Zords, like, and then they become
Fucking
like
awesome,
badass.
dude.
And then the red button. The red button. Emergency uses only.
Yes.
Kicks someone in the balls. Like, what the fuck? It even had a.
Dude. Fucking hilarious, dude. Dude, this movie's just... You can't make anything like it no more, dude.
No.
And you know what? They fucking tried.
Yeah, they did.
They tried, what was it, 20 what? 18, 16, something like that?
Oh, in 2017.
2017. Oh, the 2 years.
I actually
Like-
liked that one a lot.
Did you really?
I did.
I thought the suits were a little overdone.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree on that. But I mean, even that movie, like, my favorite scenes were like when the Rangers weren't the Rangers, because like the whole movie's like a slow build up and bond of like the cast. And the
well,
characters.
that's how...
But I think the tones of that movie are so like it kind of goes on this like board of like, is it serious or cheesy?
Should we do that movie?
I'd love to do that movie sometime.
If we should do it, if you want to see that movie, we can do it.
I'll save it for the review. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I can give away now. But yeah, I enjoyed that one. But,
Okay.
Going back to this one.
This movie is underrated at best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The movie was intended to bring, to bridge a gap between the second and third seasons of the TV show. That's what I had read on.
Oh yeah, because I know in the show that after this movie, there's a period of time where they dress up in their ninja suits and stuff like that.
Really?
In and out of their actual suits. And then I think that's also when a lot of recastings were happening too. Even before the movie, there was a lot of recastings because this group of Rangers isn't like the original cast. Like there's the Yellow Ranger, the Black Ranger, and the Red Ranger, the main one. Like they all got recasted before this movie came out. Yeah, this is not the original group of Rangers. I think the original ones that stayed always for most of the show was the Blue, Pink, and Tommy.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a lot of recasts, and then that's when when the storylines changed after. It's all in one storyline. All the shows, they're all in one storyline. It's just a different group of Rangers. They're always just passing the baton.
Really?
Yeah. So I know because I know after this one is Zeo, then it goes to like Turbo and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Then over time they kind of like got diluted a little bit.
Yeah. So I didn't know if you knew this, but the opening scene that we praised so much, wasn't even supposed to be there.
It wasn't, but I mean it's Power Rangers. Why not? But like I guess that's a pretty dangerous high school event if you think about it.
And I have right here too that our high school didn't even have a jumping team. We had a mediocre football team.
You know what scene had me dead?
Which one?
Is when the parents are like, go over that cliff.
Oh, yeah.
And the big hero kid is just spraying him with a water hose. And that whole scene is just fucking hilarious.
You want to know what else had me dead? There's a scene where the newscast lady's talking. We can't find the parents. And they're in this big, giant hole in the middle of the city. In the middle of a giant city, they're in a giant hole, like hundreds of parents.
They're out doing mining work and dancing.
Yes.
What, Ivan was just making them dance? This movie.
Dude, this movie's freaking top notch, man. So, if you had the chance to be a Power Ranger besides one of these two, which one are you?
Damn. The Black Ranger.
Okay. What's your favorite animal? What's your spirit animal?
In the Power Ranger universe?
No, just in general.
A dragon.
A dragon?
It's a dragon.
So
Yeah.
what color Power Ranger would you have? What color would you be? What color Power Ranger?
Fuck, that's a tough one, dude. Picking a favorite Power Ranger color is like picking a favorite child. Like,
I'd go personally like bald eagle. My colors would be like red, white, and blue. That would be my color right there.
mine's would be yellow, purple, and pink.
Yellow, purple, and pink.
Pink right on the butt cheeks. Pink butt cheeks. That's the only thing that's gonna be pink.
All right, we got 5 stars. We should put like
A rating
stars
system?
right here. Yeah, right here. So like physical, you know. What are you giving it? 5 stars.
This is like probably like the biggest and craziest movie, maybe the best movie since Citizen Kane. Right? No.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
I'd say it's up there with like 12 Angry Men and
Yeah,
but,
Dark Knight, 12 Angry Men, Godfather, stuff like that.
Probably gonna give it a 2. 2?
2.
2.5.
A 2.5. I was giving it a 3.
The things I love about the Power Rangers
Are not in here?
Is only in it for like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then everything after that is just cheesy, guilty pleasure garbage.
So you're putting your personal feelings into, which are understandable.
Not even that.
Without me knowing the history of Power Rangers, I'm giving it like a 3.5 because I was honestly entertained by this movie.
Yeah, it's entertaining. It's a good watch.
I could not stop watching it, dude.
Yeah.
Ivan Ooze was probably one of my favorite villains I've ever seen.
Ivan Ooze was a good villain.
It's the
but
acting, dude. The acting was
the
great.
shit that I love is I love seeing the Power Rangers kick ass in their suits, listening to terrible music and saying cheesy lines. That's the stuff I like.
Behind you. On your right.
Taser. Like, dude, like, that's the shit that I love.
Bonsai. He jumps out of the airplane. He yells, Bonsai. And then the other chick, I'm right behind you.
And the amount of freaking
Arm movements.
sound effects, like, I'm adding a sound effect for all of these. Like, dude.
Yeah. So 2.5 stars. I take it, man. That's your personal opinion. I agree. I'll agree with you on this then.
The show is 5 stars for me. But
Okay.
This stuff is... The suits, oh my god, dude. I can't even praise the suits enough. They
Dude,
look
the suits are
freaking sick.
fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah, they look great.
No matter which angle you're looking, even with the ridiculous freaking Dollar General flashlight, dude, the suits.
I've seen the way the suits look now. They're aging rapidly.
Really?
They're cracking and stuff. They're in the museum or something like that. Or no, I think they just have them like in the studio or something like that. I think people buy them at auctions and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I think we should get one. Put it right here on the corner.
Right.
We should get a mannequin and put the Jedi costumes we have on them.
Right. We should. But I'm trying to think of if there's anything we left out because...
No, there's not. I'm telling you, this movie is so freaking short.
It is short. It's basically a long episode. That's really what it is. But
Really?
then also like an episode with a elongated storyline that we didn't need. And then after that, that
there's
girl character comes in, and then she turns into an owl. Like what? The and then she flies away.
There's a scene where Ivan Ooze imprisons the two and was Snow Globe.
Oh,
is that what
yeah,
it
and
was?
their voices
I was-
changed.
Yeah.
Those other two
Perfect.
switched up
Perfect.
so quick. They were like, "No, we don't work with them."
Dude, the villain costumes were freaking awesome, dude.
Oh yeah,
Dude, every single one of them.
I think Lord's what's his name? The dude with the brain now.
Zord, something like fucking
that.
Zed from Pulp Fiction.
We're all right.
Yeah.
Freaking, he would be a cool final boss if they had.
He
a live
really
action.
would.
He would be
He
like
really
the
would.
Thanos of that universe right there. But yeah,
There's just so many really good characters, dude. There's so many good. The costumes in this movie were freaking top notch. Like I said.
oh for sure. And like, yeah, these actors are so used to like because of the show. So like they already
Yeah.
they're
They're already used to it.
Yeah.
They don't have to try.
Tommy just being a badass.
Yeah. R.I.P. You should put it in memoriam.
Right, I should.
R.I.P. Tommy.
I gotta put clips with that superpower beatdown shit. That
Hell
shit
yeah,
was
dude.
badass, dude.
You should. So I think that's
That's
pretty much it. Yeah. There's not much to go off of.
The
to be
nostalgia of
honest.
Power Rangers will stick with me forever, dude. Like, I'm always gonna have a special place for Power Rangers in my heart.
And to be honest, with this movie, dude, I'm slowly getting into that Power Rangers groove, man.
It's worth it, trust me.
Is it?
The ones I recommend are definitely Mighty Morphin. That's the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Turbo's good.
I gotta pick me up some of
Space
these
is
helmets.
alright. Dino Thunder is pretty good because we get a veteran Tommy in that one.
Really?
Like he's like the mentor, like to this like these three simple Rangers that are. There's not this whole big group. It's just 3, but he's mentoring all of them, and then
Really?
he becomes the Black Ranger. It's so sick. Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
And then even in the reboot, Tommy and Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, they have a cameo in there.
Really?
They do. Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Can't wait to talk about that one if we ever decide to talk about it.
Well, it's not up to us at this point.
It's about
At some
y'all.
point, it's gonna have. It's about them.
Yeah. And even
So
that,
should we review the rest of the Power Rangers? And if so, should we do it all in one large video or all separate?
even like anything else too, like movies and even maybe shows too.
Yeah.
I know Ahsoka's.
I
almost
would,
done, too,
yeah, I wouldn't
like-
mind watching Ahsoka or the Clone Wars or something
Yeah.
like that, dude. Or Breaking Bad too.
I'd love to talk about this.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So, like, just comment down below what y'all guys want us to review or talk about, because even topic videos too, we love those. We love to
Oh
discuss.
heck
film.
yeah, we
Like,
do all
yeah.
the time. Since high school, we're talking about film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think one movie we used to talk about a lot was Halloween when it came out.
Yes.
The David Gordon Green one.
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty good. We need to talk about that one.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of David Gordon Green, The Exorcist Believer is coming up soon. I might go and review it, maybe a solo review, but I don't know if you'll have time to. If we ever...
So I want to be here, ask you some questions about it, and get the ball rolling on that.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that movie, man.
So that's Power Rangers 1995, Steven.
Dude, and it was freaking awesome.
Superb. And
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's been Primetime Flicks. I'm Steven Gomez.
And I'm Matt Lopez. And comment down below what y'all want to see us review next. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
We'll see you later.